Then cut the meditation and prayer.
Through these merits may sentient beings attain I prostrate to the three noble rare sublime ones. Thus did I hear at one time the Bhagavan was dwelling on Nasa Vulture's mountain in Rajagriha together with the great community of monks and a great community of bodhisattvas. At that time the Bhagavan was absorbed in the concentration on the categories of phenomena called profound perception. Also at that time the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara looked upon the very practice of the profound perfection of wisdom and beheld those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Then through the power of Buddha, the venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara. How should any son of the lineage train who wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection of wisdom? He said that, and the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage who wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection of wisdom should look upon it like this correctly and repeatedly, beholding those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Form is empty, emptiness is form, emptiness is not other than form, form is also not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, likewise, all phenomena are emptiness without characteristics, unproduced, unceased, stainless, not without stain, not deficient, not fulfilled. Shariputra, therefore, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visual form, no sound, no odor, no taste, no object of touch, and no phenomenon. There is no I element, and so on up to and including no mind element, and no mental consciousness element. There is no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, and so on up to and including no aging and death, and no extinction of aging and death. Similarly, there is no suffering, origination, cessation, and path. There is no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Shariputra, therefore, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and dwell in the perfection of wisdom. The mind without obscuration and without fear, having completely passed beyond error, they reach the end point of nirvana. All the Buddhas who dwell in the three times also manifestly completely awaken to unsurpassable, perfect, complete enlightenment in reliance on the perfection of wisdom. Therefore the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the mantra equal to the unequal, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering should be known as truth, since it is not false. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is declared. Tayata Om Gate Gate Para Gate Para Samgate Bodhisattva. Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom like that. Then the Bhagavan arose from that concentration and commended the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara, saying, well said, son of the lineage, it is like that, it is like that. One should practice the profound perfection of wisdom just as you have indicated. Even the Tathagatas rejoice, the Bhagavan having thus spoken, the Venerable Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara, and those surrounding in their entirety, along with the world of gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas, were overjoyed and highly praised as spoken by the Bhagavan.
Kala Tibet, Nature Tabadi, Renee to the Gendo, Nature Kandratala.
Possess the powers of clairvoyance and magical emanation. Look after practitioners like a mother looks after her children. A host of the keys, the three bodhisattvas straight.
Agasamana Dajara.
By the teachings, by the teachings of the three noble rare sublime ones possessing the power of truth, may hindrances be averted, may they be eliminated, may they be purified, may all enemies and negative forces opposed to dharma be completely pacified. Shinto Kuri Soha. May the host of 80,000 obstacles be pacified. May you be free from harmful conditions to dharma. May all excellences be in accord with the dharma. And may there be auspiciousness and perfect happiness here right now.
댄서 지피자.
Sanje Jogong Tuje Sanje 강다양 다다베 나나바고 나도 대승바 이제 상해진 임대라 자다로 또베 더 남자 자진해줘 군대에서 담보 저거 난돌라 저저 내가 이제 이제부터 예와도 이제 받아라 저도 정말 인테라라 인제신다 중수에 매비 뭐 듣는 뭐 들었대 순년지 담배 산데 중에지만 나도 소제는 뜻이 중에 삼라 저쪽은 짓는 저거에 나와야 되다. 녀만 바에 있는 거 자와 제베 메타는 저 삼바지는 게 따로 찍어는 되더니 자외는 아마래 같은 내가 좀 어떤 얘기는 좋아하고 이제 저는 제게도 나게 저든도 So, good evening. So, well, it is supposed to it meant to be tonight to the preparation, Dagon preparation for the Haigo in the Haigo? No, yeah. Initiation. Yeah, supposed to be that. But then, there's a Haigo initiation, most secret Haigo initiation, with the preparation, without preparation. So I did it several times without preparation. It seems there's two ways, with preparation or without preparation. So those who didn't come out to take the initiation, then you put in one small house and punish. Punish 1 month. In Spain, I was selling. You see, somebody built a prayer house. They build it down below, down below the road. When you come to the center and go down the road, and it is no. Of course, it is the only door, but nothing else. Completely closed. Not even the windows, nothing. Then it didn't look like a prayer house. It looked like if somebody did some mistake, the center, then bring down, the punish for, I don't know. It looked like that. And so I told them, it's not that prayer house, not that kind of house. Where somebody did mistake, then you bring down the punish, put in the prison there. So no, so I said, so they built a new one, a new prayer well up there, a little bit up there. So I haven't seen. New prayer well I haven't seen. New prayer well and prayer well I haven't seen. I don't remember seeing prayer well. I just remembered that. But I haven't seen the prayer rules, and of course in Tibet, but Nepal, India, there's a lot. So didn't see so then just build a house without door, window, anything. Just door, yes, the door, yes, of course. Bring the prayer well inside. So to do the initiation tomorrow, mostly hike, without preparation. So tonight, well, I thought to speak what I planned yesterday. Or last year. Maybe there's one question that if I know, I will answer. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Rinpoche, when you're trying to sincerely go on the Dharma path, how can you tell the difference between being totally dedicated and maybe you're just totally deluded? How can you tell?
In the story, more in the Imagaju, I think that the delusions are nature of Dharmakaya. You are deluded, your delusions are nature of Dharmakaya. Yes, that's, you see, that you have to learn Dharma. If you don't know Dharma, if you haven't learned Dharma, then you can't tell yourself whether you're practicing Dharma or not. Whether you're practicing Dharma or not, can't tell. So, whether you are living sincere life or deluded, and tell. But if you start Dharma, then you can tell. You start Dharma. Dharma is like mirror of your mind. So teaching is like mirror. Buddha's teaching is like mirror of your mind. So that tells. So you can understand. Yeah, you see, you have to learn, you have to study, because of the unmistaken Dharma. So the Dharma, I mean, in the world, in the world, yes, there are many Buddhists, but to learn unmistaken Zen. To learn unmistaken. It depends on your fortune. Depends on your fortune, your marriage, your fortune. So, that's, you need a lot of marriage. You need to be like a person. To learn the Buddha's teaching, Sutra, Tantra, unmistaken, that path. So therefore, in Bendigo, there was one lady, Chinese lady, asked question how to meet correct Buddhism in China, and also teach Guru correct. So I think I talked a long time. And that's very important. Of course, that's a very important question. Very important. So then I said, therefore, the prayers we do about this to meet the correct teachings, and yeah, because Jawa kunde yangda lama tan dame chuji para longje shin sadaram jiyundera tunne doji shen ko you show. So the prayers, for example of that. In all the lifetime to meet, for you to meet perfectly qualified Guru. Dharma is without separation. To enjoy the magnificent, glorified dharma, Holy Dharma. Enjoy. And then complete the path of Buddhism. Quality of the path of Buddhism is complete. Then to each of them step by step. So important. Yeah, you see, so important to every day do that prayer. Krishna then to notice his anger 1 second to the actions of gurus, and then whatever is done, then they like what muguji. So whatever is done, to see in pure, all the Buddha's action, to see pure, all the Buddha's action on one side. Then receive blessings of Guru in one's own heart. So then there is a and then then the blessed mind, Chindilapa. Then it's a blessing to Guru knows the heart, and then change sitting, then able to change the mind from negative to the positive. So then able to see from someone heart. Oh, then the quotations of Buddha and and then to see in the that is all the Buddha, and then once and then see it appears, and then one is able to see then from that state of realization, then it's serious blessing. Then from there you achieve the common path, uncommon path. Common path, the three principal aspects of astral enlightenment, generated, then uncommon, the tantric stages. Because they generate the completion stage of those things are able to generate that true omniscience, able to generate those. Every day we do that prayer, very important, so important. To range, to not happen those things. Prayer is not only for this life. This so in the progressing your mind during the next life, and because everyone didn't become enlightened in this life, then next life, to the next level, that to be able to go higher and higher, because little by little, then to go to enlightenment. So to do that, to be able to do that, so how many lifetime it takes, but it all depends on many things. So there are within people qualified man who to friend, so that so that so all that, to happen, all the future lives, to have a great success. So all that depends on this life, how you do. Depends on this life, depends on every day what you do. Depends on every day what you do, how you do, how you practice. And every hour, every minute, so depends on that. So all the future life, degeneration or progression, it's all how the life's going to turn out. All your future life depends today. Depends this life, depends today what you do. This hour what you do. You see, practice dharma correctly. So that's so even this prayer, this practice, very important. So this life has great responsibility. This life. Every day, great responsibility. Not something you live in the future. Future when I'm old, when I'm very old, white beards and something wrinkled, and then all I do Omani Peme Hum, or only I do meditation when I'm very old, or when I'm holding on sticks. So every day is a great responsibility of your life, every day. I mean, maybe hour, so most important. So we have great fortune, as I mentioned many times in Bendigo. We have great fortune, so precious. Received 8 freedom, 10 richness, Tawajidan, joy too. Yeah. So unmistaken Buddha. So fortunate. So we have to Kasa. I always forget that word, English.
Not take for granted.
not take granted. Not take granted, or if you don't care, don't think anything special. You see, it's like, don't notice how you're so fortunate and dharma. That's freedom, tennis this year. Not, I mean, even you may have read, but don't, because you think that $10 is more precious than this human body. $1, $10 more precious. Or in the old time, like that, 1965 or 2000, there was an explosion of hippies. So the yeah, I mean, of course, then it should happen because that's so yeah. That time it's a piece of bones, more precious, more precious than the dollars. Piece of bones. Anyway, so the human body is nothing but $10 so precious. So that's it. So anyway, so not granted. Then granted misuse. Because I can't tell how much, already sanghas, when the sanghas passed away and when the student passed away. It goes, as the year goes, So now you don't see them, and even those who worked for our organization, FPMT, for a long time. Last time when I was coming here, there was Gunsang, Gunsang from Tahiti. It's one of the, Tahiti is one of the Pure Land in the West. Amitabha Pure Land, or Chinese, or the Tibetans, or the Amitabha Pure Land. So in the West, Pure Land is Tahiti. So I heard people think whole life want to be there, want to see, want to be there. They've been praying whole life. I met people saying that they've been praying to see that Tahiti. So last time when I was traveling, when I came to Australia, he was with us. He does share of us. This is taking photos, so that's the main thing what he does, what he did. Audio. Yeah, so, but now it's gone. The cancer is gone suddenly. Maybe some difficulties, but in the beginning. But it is said that already born. He likes very much Japanese. He always carries sticks to the chopsticks. Always, he likes very much chopsticks. And I think I gave one chopstick to him some time ago. But no. People told them, but I don't know, but my Mickey Mouse observation wasn't, didn't look like what Japan, but some Western or some, but somebody said was born already in the rich people house. Rich people, he was born already. So that I can accept, because during his life he was helping many people. He was a benefactor of the culture of the Central Paris, and he was then he was helping many monks, many people. He was helping during his life. So I can understand that from the rich family. I can understand that. Huh? Oh, he's also Nalanda benefactor. Nalanda. In France, not old time, how many hundred years ago, the Nalanda Indian or maybe back in the okay, that's okay. So you never know. You never know. Anytime. All of a sudden, things can happen. You never know. So you never know. You can't really tell. You go. You see, tonight you go to bed. Tomorrow, can't say. You can wake up. With the same body. Can't say. In this tonight, in this world, tonight, I went to bed, and then tomorrow morning, the person is the same body can't. Mind is not with the same body. The body today is the miracle crops, crops. And then next morning become crops. And body become crops. Then you see kind of people are afraid to touch. Like that. So can happen in the time. So you never know. Okay, yeah. at Capone, when we were together, Lama and Losanyima, Lama's disciple from Tibet, they attended Losanyima from Baksa. So there, and then Zina, the first Russian, Russia, she is a princess, Zina Terechevsky. Father was a king. I think maybe Russia was in peace. I don't know. So I don't know the exact story, but revolted them because of the government and then left Russia and lived in France. But she lived almost everywhere, kind of like America and Greece, everywhere, and became poor, became rich, and all kind of life. So, so we are all together. So I was thinking who will die first? Who will around? But I didn't say. I was just thinking who will die first. Was thinking, you see. That's why I'm sitting around. So already Kasturi, you know, so as Buddha, so even Buddha wasn't in the same aspect, see, with the same holy body. So the impermanence shows, see, and then the Lama also. So long time ago. So now you see only the bones. The Lamas are real bones. You see that and the Losanyamal was dead. Jina dead. Lama Lundu was a excellent disciple of Lama Ishi from Tibet. It's excellent dharma, knowledge, philosophy, the debate and all that, and totally devoted to Lama. Devoted to Lama says. No, the stable mind and devotion and passed away. She's a cancer. The number person there who helped outside. They build a house and bring food and all that. So many already left the monastery. Just from that, and so at the moment we are in the process. As I don't know whether it's good and bad. Didn't die yet, so we're in the process. You see, in the same process of dying. So every day in the same process. So like that. So. But I think the Kasturi Lama started the FPMT organization. You see, then the head, the head is His Holiness. So like this. You see, entire Lama, the head. Although Well, now it's okay. Now it's study master program, master program, basic program, many things. Now, yes, better than what. Sometime before, it's very easy to become New Age shop, where you buy all kinds of things. Within the organization, very easy to become New Age shop. Very easy to, somewhere don't check much, don't check. And so easy to believe in. So very easy to become New Age shop, the FPMT. So before it was danger, now it's more safe. Because people started Buddhism very extensive, very deep. So, we have has 46, how many? No, resident teacher. 46 resident teacher. 46 resident Kazur Geshes who started in the monastery there from young time, practice and study. So we have 46 Geshes from those are most famous monasteries with a very extensive study dharma. So it's more stable, it's better now. So the top, it says all this. Go to the top. So when we follow, it's all this. You see. So like that, then it's good. As many people in ministry, as the year goes, they die, so they pass away as the year goes. But you see, all FPMT, then top, the leader, so then doesn't become, and then it might help to not become a New Age shop, the FPMT, otherwise there's danger. People don't check well, so then it's great danger before. So that's one thing need to protect the organization. To make it the most beneficial for to make it most beneficial for sentience. Yeah, that's very important. So Kasuri, so the very qualified virtuous friend and the teachers. So here, Krishna, then that then Kasuri. That is so. So more Kasuri stable. Not New Age shop. Yeah. So the study is very much done more and more with the basic program. Then before that there's several done. There's basic program, then the master program, so that was all things. So, well, some of the subjects were even taught, like Generation Institute, Madhyamika, Rinpoche in the time. Madhyamika was taught, Umajubwa, interim middleweight taught, and well, some of the subjects were taught even much long time ago. It's like all the centers, before we start master program with the basic program. That. So anyway, sorry. So now you see, I was thinking that, that Then to Karasuri, also at the same time put effort in the retreat, actualizing Lambrim path. Not just only counting number of mantras and all of that, not just the retreat on the Lambrim, the actualizing path to enlightenment. So then what you study extensive, those past years, now you actualize. Or you see, those who study just Lambrim, then try to actualize in your heart, rather was keeping the book, talks in the, or rather keeping also book in the book, but your heart is empty of your heart is empty of dharma, your heart is empty of realization. So not that, see the Kashmiri path through the Lambrim, only in the book, but not in your heart, not like that. So, driven the heart. So the bodhicitta renunciation led to that, so the tantra, and even the sutra, just to have in the mind, to have the realization. So, if one person, if one or two, three can have, they have realization, they can benefit unbelievable, like sun rising in the world. This one sun, but it only rises, you see. In insects, people can enjoy it, animals can enjoy it, the people, you see, so like that. So the would help so much, even one or two people have realization, unbelievable. Or then especially bodhicitta, that. Because he achieved bodhicitta in Dharamsala, he has one house way up there, not on top of the side of the mountain. He lived there for 15 years and had the realization bodhicitta. So he said to Kasuren, he comes, when we're Dharamsala, then he comes time to time there before I took teachings from him, then was the best friend of Lama and myself. And then because when Geshe comes, and very, very interesting, anybody who has a realization achieved, he hears from his Holiness, and also sometimes from Jebji Rinpoche, Buddhist men, as the Hisham Dalai. So the Son tells him, anyone who has such as a realization, so somebody offered the realization to Jebji Rinpoche. So some, they really go to Jebji Rinpoche, so they go to offer the realization to Jebji Rinpoche as well. So things like that, or the stories of meditators and his own stories, and very little, because he goes to see his own, so here sometimes the government, Tibet government, political things, but very little, mostly about the story of meditators that, so you see, there are many Indian families who has a spirit harm, person become crazy or something, some strange happen in the house, the rich Indian family. So per year, for drink it better, for years problems. So then they, they magic. Well, I think they asked his own, so I don't know. But that's out. Then in Changwon was send, or just go there and stay. Just go there and stay. Do his practice, and then the obstacle. Just few days, and then the obstacle. What happened? Bad things happen in the house, or whatever. They go away. So you see, because it's a realization of bodhicitta, power of bodhicitta. So that just stays a few days, then goes away. It's eliminates. So I think it happened not only once, but so they had like this many problems. They don't know who can help, and so some fortunate ones maybe they go to explain to His Holiness, and some fortunate ones then they find way. So they His Holiness help like that. So they I have the stories that from him. So just just go to live in the house for a few days. That's it. So anyway. So anyway, wherever you are in any part of the world, wherever you are, it's like sunshine. It's like sunshine in that area. In the world, in the area, like sunshine, the bodhicitta. So when the sentence means they get incredible. Able to change the mind and able to create cause of enlightenment. Unbelievable. Okay, yeah. So, I think the first thing, whether you're looking for spiritual happiness, what are dharma happiness, what are you see, inner happiness, not the ordinary that you had numberless times, not that one. You see, the ordinary happiness that you had numberless times already. So this this life, without control from beginning to the birth. So yeah. So in all the students, I think the most important thing. Is that every day, if you live the life with the basis that your mind is the grave from where all the sufferings can, the sixth realm, the sufferings, sixth realm, oceans of sixth realm, the sufferings, oceans of hunger, animal, sura, and blah, blah, blah. Come from your mind. And all the happiness comes from your mind. Your mind is the creator of everything. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. So even the older true student, you heard, but then to live the life with that recognition as a main basis. So I think as it is the main basis, it helped unbelievable to, you see, it helps to bring immediate peace, happiness in your heart, in your life. Even though it is really the basic thing, but if you, even though all the students receive many teachings, study many subjects, but you don't live in that philosophy or that basic understanding. So even though you study so much, see, philosophical subjects, mathematics and this and that, and this, Abhisamanagarika and so, this and that, tantric subject, so much. See, but if you're thinking, the creator is outside, not you, not your mind. Happiness or problem, not you, but outside. So as long as we recognize the outside, just like the same people who never heard dharma, who never studied dharma, never heard dharma, same thing. What the insect, what the worms, what the insects think. You see, everything comes from outside. Not come from mind, come from outside. So no difference from no difference from the worms, from the insects. So like that. So then you see, then you create problem. Then you create so much problem in your life. So much problem. Then you find the enemy. Then you continuously find the enemy in the world. You find the enemy in your family. Dead. So everywhere you find the enemy. So it's as you know from Buddha Chapter, by waiting, if you're going to cover the whole earth by leather, not enough leather, to cover the whole earth. But if you wear leather shoes, this feet small, you put leather shoes, then wherever you walk, thorn doesn't go through. So it's like covered whole earth by leather. It's like that. You didn't cover the whole earth, but it's like that. No thorn can go through. You see, by wearing leather shoes. Oh, that you see, and then, if you don't have anger, if you don't have anger, then you have no enemy outside. If you know anger, then you have no enemy outside. Can't find enemy anywhere. So it's in Abdra's house. In Abdra's water house is a car that I put the backside. Label is the backside. The label, big writing on it. So no anger, no enemy. No anger, no enemy. So the car is so that becomes good. That becomes like a teaching, good advertise, best advertise, best advertise. So many wars, so many wars, so many 100,000, 100,000. So many get killed again. They're like Syria. So many people get bombs and the people scared, and then so many people scared, the boat is full, then sinking in the ocean. They can't do anything. They try to run away. Unbelievable. So, the people in the world are suffering. Serious one example. So, it originated. It come from the one person's. Not understanding. All came from his mind. Not understanding that. Creator is one's own mind, and one who is influential to the people. See, you know that. So, like millions and millions of people killed by one person's with power, then did not realize this. Your mind is the creator, everything, all suffering, all that happens, but didn't realize that. And so also come up from outside. Millions and millions are killed. That's what happened to time to time. So that so the unbelievable important education to bring even thinking in the world, how to help the world to bring peace, happiness to the world. You know, so therefore I think Dharma Center, establishing Dharma Center, like Chinese Institute like this, is giving teaching, learning teaching, yes, but you see what it's all about is compassion, teaching compassion, to practice compassion, with the sentiments. So with whom you practice compassion, with whom you generate compassion is sentiments. So you see, so that's the essence of Buddhism, Buddha's teaching. You see, generate compassion to every single, not only human being, every single helping hungry ghosts, animals, tiniest, big like whales, and live in the ocean. So the worms living under the earth, and also the tiniest flies. When you walk in the grass, the runway, tiny, all those. That is because so to a numberless universe, so there are numberless human beings, numberless asura beings, but compassion to everyone. So what is Buddhism? What differentiates from others? Is that so? To everyone, any sentient being, so to have compassion, to never give up. You see, compassion. So compassion, so the message to not harm, and on top of that you can benefit. So motivation, compassion. So, you understand conduct. If you want to practice Buddhism, to not harm things. So, and that came from the right view, the dependent arising, subtle dependent arising, which unifies with the emptiness from its own side, and that is unified to the dependent arising. So that's the right view. So it came from that. The contact came from that. To not harm, benefit, something. So there are, so often it's what Holiness says, 그래서 그랬더니 그냥 so this so therefore now you can see teaching Buddhism course of just talking about Buddhism to somebody, just spiritual compassion. Well, must have been. A long time ago, you see there are a million children dying, no food and things. Africa, that's so much suffering. So no rains coming, no water, no rains coming, drought. Even the crops were there, but suddenly water flood or destroyed. So I thought to help, So I thought first maybe benefit to invite some monks, some lamas or monks to make rain in the Africa. To invite. Then you see that I thought our student is here the old student might be know. Rajan Paula. That time they were there, they might be lay people. Rajan Paula, America. Maybe I thought maybe send them there to make rain. But I translated it's a Luther dharma offering to Nagas. So long time ago, I didn't translate, but I gave the Tibetan boy, young man, to translate. He's a translator for Dara Rinpoche. So he passed away so long ago. But the older students, you might have met Rinpoche, might know. That from Lutherling Tibet. So he translated, and then I lost. So Paula found Dhammsala Bajapani office, in the office of the translation. After some time, she found in the office. Then she took it to Seattle, I think she took it in the mountains as it advised there. She went to the mountains and did the puja, did the dharma, giving dharma to the Naka, through the rain. So the rain, she did use it, and the rain came. Rain did come. So I heard that. So I thought to send them to make rain. But the question says, I also taught Lama, monks invite there, I sponsor and then they make rain, to help them. But then you see, if they don't have karma, you can't make rain. The puja wouldn't work if the people don't have karma, good karma, to see rain. It depends if they have good karma. So like that, so you see, everything, if it's a happiness, you have to good karma. If you don't have good karma, then you see, you have to create good karma. So then you will have that happiness. You will achieve, you will experience. So like that. You have to work through that. You see, can't do it. That's the only thing from outside. So you see, people have to create a good karma. So how to do that? I was thinking, do that. So I thought maybe go there. I thought maybe myself go there, and you see, you make a friend with somebody in Africa. So you talk about compassion to that person, talk about compassion. So then that person able to understand. Then you can talk that to his friends about compassion. You see, then practice compassion. So little by little, 3, 4, 5, 10, like that, gradually. You see, you talk about compassion, then the practice of compassion. You see, it happens others. Doesn't mean only people, but any sentient being. So you practice compassion. You see, to not harm and help. So the more and more people get done, slowly spread the positive actions, green good karma. Then the rain will come. Then you make puja, the Naga puja, whatever it is. Then the rain will come. So like that, you need to start first listening to how to create good karma. So after educate them, practice compassion. So that you need to do that a lot. So in the world, that time I was in Africa. So that is the most important thing, most important education, most important meditation, everything. To make the human being better human being. To not become to not become creator of problems, suffering to yourself. You are a human being this life, to not become creator of problems to the world, to the sentient beings, to all the sentient beings, and to the world, to your country, people, to your family, to not become the creator of the problem. So you see, third by practice of compassion. Then you see, then you become more and more creator of happiness, peace, for you, for others, family, then your country, the world, and all sentient. But I thought like that, but sorry, myself didn't get to go there to start like that. So that's the way we need. So therefore, teaching Buddhism, teaching Buddha Dharma, establishing center, of course, then facilitate is a place where sentient beings can come to learn Dharma, to meditate, to purify, to collect merits, and to have realization. Sentient beings to open their mind, close mind to open to the phenomena which they don't see close to open, then to see all those phenomena, reincarnation, karma, all the rest of phenomena. So, sentient beings suffering, so can say. Anyway, so therefore you see, teaching Dharma even study groups, no matter how far you are living in the world, and to study, if you know some meditation, so if you know then you study, but to start the study groups, and somehow people to learn, some just even 2-3 people to learn to go through London or different dharma, meditate, read, discuss. It's important. So more people to learn to gain compassion. We aim for that. Not just learning, not just feeding your intelligence, but to develop compassion. Your aim should be on that. For you, you are also other people to develop compassion for this. It's so good. So good. So it becomes so important. Then you see more you learn compassion, then you give less harm to others. Less harm and more benefit to others. So that's the source you are achieving happiness after enlightenment. Source achieving happiness for you after enlightenment. So then for you and to every sentient being. For you and the you cause to every sentient being. Oh, like that. See? So, unbelievable. So anyway, so the Dharma Center, you can see now, you have to think in this way, proper motivation to have Dharma Center. The compassion is the most important one. Even Dharma study group, even one person, even one sentient being, to open mind, to learn Dharma, to awaken mind, to wake up the mind, sleeping mind, ignorant mind, to wake up. And even to help one person, one sentient being, even that is important, unbelievably important. And that you see, teaching compassion, that brings to enlightenment. That makes the opportunity to achieve enlightenment. The final goal. That's so like Genesis Institute, like Genesis Institute says, numberless sentient beings. So far, since it started, from the beginning of the course, the Diamond Valley, and up to now, so many sentient beings come to learn Dharma, come to meditate, come to purify the cause of suffering, the cause of all the happiness after enlightenment, to create merit, coming to a Genesis Institute to learn Dharma, all the path to enlightenment. So from Diamond Valley, across the Diamond, from there up to now, so many sentient beings got benefit, purify the cause of suffering. Samsara, the Lord, so many practice renunciation, you see, cause of the suffering, you see, the renouncing attachment, renouncing anger, ignorance, so many practice bodhicitta, even didn't have realization, but you see, meditate, do the meditation. So when they create so the cause to achieve cause to achieve nirvana, free liberation from samsara. So many sentient beings starting from Diamond Valley up to now, you see, Diamond Valley course up to now. So many cause to achieve nirvana, liberation from samsara. Then so many sentient beings they create actually as the meditated, they have been taught bodhicitta, generated bodhicitta, not even not actual realization, but you see, even not actual realization, bodhicitta. Wow. You know, every time when the general bodhicitta becomes cause of enlightenment, they create cause of enlightenment. Diamond Valley course up to now. Just from Genesis Institute. Lamajan, there. So many. Each time they generate bodhicitta, they will cause of enlightenment, they create. Cause to benefit the numberless, cause to bring enlightenment to numberless sentient beings, cause to bring numberless sentient beings, has enlightenment to numberless sentient beings. They include their own family, you know, or include that numberless sentient beings, numberless helpless, numberless hungry cause, numberless. That's the most unbelievable suffering now. Then numberless human beings, numberless surah, numberless intimates, to bring enlightenment to them. Wow. So, you know, numberless universe and different universe, there are ants. You see, there's a nest of ants, nest of ants, and another universe. But from here, you pray for them. But you generate bodhicitta towards every sentient being and to achieve enlightenment. You see, so another universe, nest of ants, and every ant you made prayer. Every ant got prayer to achieve enlightenment. You dedicated your practice. Wow. That was the practice like this, you see. If you recite Om just one mala, or even recite one time Om Mani Padme Hum, but for sentient beings, you see, thinking. Then you see, even those another universe, the ants, the nest of ants, or one ant, or another universe, one ant, not left out. You prayed for that ant. You see, and to achieve enlightenment. Lamajan. Then you see, you don't have to see that. So wherever they are, whichever universe, even they're not here, this wherever we are, not continent, not universe, but another universe. You see, but you see, you made prayer to even recite Om Mani Padme one time, or one mala, or you recite one Vajrasapa, or just one prostration with the bodhicitta. However, you see, anything you do with the bodhicitta, one prostration, or one offering food, whatever, you see, with the bodhicitta. So that's done to every single sentient being, just like animal or them. I was using example to different universe. See, not one ant, not one insect is left out. You see, with a prayer, or dedicated, the enlightenment to numberless sentiments. That includes everybody. There's nobody, not tiny or small, it is not left out. Everyone is there in your motivation, the bodhicitta. So you have one brother, one offering. Whatever it was, once you've done with bodhicitta, maybe reciting one time, or light, offering one light, offering one incense with bodhicitta Baba. So then numberless sentiments. So then I do one still incense offering to the Buddha, to the temple, for every sentiment, for the happiness, every sentiment to achieve enlightenment. All like that. See, if you recite Om Mani Padme Hum one time, that to everybody, not left out one sentence being, not left out one sentence, no matter how tiny it is. So like that. So you collected a numberless merit all the time. So whatever you do, amazing. And then, not only that, you see, I must tell this. Nagarjuna said, Nagarjuna, I mentioned Bendigo, Nagarjuna's words. But in the Changju Lamdun, the name of the path to enlightenment, by Lama the Shai, they mentioned the Kange Cheme Tanyeji, Sanje Shinam Mikangi, Zijen Dunji Kanche, Jidingola Puwe, Kange Tamo Jajede, Changju Tune, Semjana, Chevatuni, Cheprapa, Teratana Majiso. Oh, now this year, you have to remember this in your daily life. So what it's saying is that Kange Cheme, anybody equally the number of the centigrams of River Ganga. That means Buddha's field. Buddha's field equal to the number of the centigrams of River Ganga. So all those Buddha's field, you fill up with the jewels. All the jewels are gold, diamond, or the which you can do. All you fill up all those Buddha's field. Then you offer to the Buddhas. You offer to the Buddhas. Then somebody. So of course itself has unbelievable merit to collect. Can you imagine? I already explained there. Correctly. The other day I already explained. The day. But the Buddhist day of enlightenment, I explained how one tiny rice seed and tiny flower offering a picture of Buddha or statue of Buddha or scripture scripture offering, then I explained how that became unbelievable source of happiness, cause of happiness up to enlightenment. You see, can imagine that many Buddhist fields fill up with the jewels and of the Buddhas. Can imagine. But now then somebody put palms together and general bodhicitta. Kange tamo jaye 장주도 셈제나 안 바쁘는 방식가도 네 예전에 bodhicitta 매 집에 같으면 벌써 장주도 셈제나 쳐봤더니 제가 this offering is a much more special, greater, exalted. So much more greater than equal number of the sand grains of river Ganga. River Ganga is very wide, very long. So equal number of the sand grains river Ganga. That many Buddhas filled up with jewels and offered the Buddhas. Then here, somebody put palm together, may achieve enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings. Or that this one, puja, is a much more unbelievable, greater than all that. What was explained before, all that. So, and then Taratani Machiso, this benefit has no limit, limitless benefit it has. Oh, so that, so you see, for example, yes, with bodhicitta, Kasuri, you start 108 Omanipe. So the 108th time you collected the merit much higher, greater than one before at the Amatukud Karma. Wow. Then you collect limitless benefit, limitless merit. Kachore. Oh, then Kachore. With the bodhicitta, Kachore. Then how many words you with bodhicitta motivation, then how many words you talk to that sentient being, you see? Or then you collected numberless merits. With each word you collect numberless merits. Much greater than the previous offering to the numberless Buddhas and the numberless Katurati. You know, the sand grains, river Ganga Swami, so there are many universe filled up with jewels offered to the many Buddhas. Much great that was. All of that, then even so even with the Buddhist motivation, your circumambulate holy object. For example, center has many holy objects inside, outside you go around, or stupa. So with each walk, with each step you do with the bodhicitta, with each step you go around. With each step you collect kasura, you collect numberless merits. Numberless merits. Numberless merits. Or more than scarce of merits. Or more than scarce of merits. Like that. So, with each step, you collect the modern sky merits, you see, with the bodhicitta, all like that, you see, most unbelievable. So, any activity you do, with the bodhicitta motivation, you see. Yeah. So all that. So benefit to every sentient being, most amazing numbers, happens and gurus, animals, for those most suffering right now. That sorry. So with the motivation, bodhicitta, you are making food or cooking or, cleaning or whatever you do. But with each movement of cleaning, with each movement of cooking, walking, with the bodhicitta motivation, with each one then, benefit to numberless sentiments. You see, to achieve enlightenment. Every sentiment that exists. All then collect numberless merit or modern sky. Amazing. So that, so it's good to similarize, relate to your work, similarize and try to realize, you see, how it is so helpful sentient being, to every sentient being, you see, whose mind is obscured, whose nature is suffering. You see, my teeth again. Yeah, tea offering. I think the diabetes is, the result of attachment, Diabetes. Because, I think peculiar it may be attachment. So, I think that, so that you see, especially sweets, sugar, and basically something something you like, you see, you like, something you're attached to, then you can't eat. I think that's why I think it came from the result of the attachment in food. There's a Kandula's attendant. He has brothers, but eating only zamba, they recovered completely the diabetes. So you see, but you see, one person that matter works, but I'm not. But I can't say whether it will work for everybody. But it seems that depending on the person's karma, there are different methods. It recovers the diabetes. Only everyday zamba recover completely. But zamba is very famous in China. Zamba and Tibetan incense is very famous in China. When I landed in Lhasa, the last one, to see the place which I bought $1 million, I did to build a Pamasambhava statue. So because we went to see some money borrowed, some given by students, so bought that land. But I now lost to China government because it's obviously lost. Because you are supposed to build a hospital, school, something before you build that, but it didn't happen. So the ocean lost. So the Karsara, but of course, build a 7-story Pamasambhava statue. The place, Kundala said, the place site, no, there's no particular benefit. But this one is definitely benefit because this is where Pamasambhava, Dharma king of Tibet, Songten, Chizungtanzen, Dharma king of Tibet, Songten, who's a Mazishiri. So he met Pamasambhava, he welcomed Pamasambhava, that place. So place has a great effect. So there's 7 stories that was built, I think more than 15 years ago, I think, yeah. So, but I didn't see it, so but sometime, good time, then go to pray. So far, the largest statue that was built was that. More than 15 years, a long time ago. Yeah, so that's there's one Lama, Sarache, the Kendru chapter, the one comes in. In the east, there's another Lama who is dying, so chapter. So when they have their monastery, so the which is monks monasteries after, and the monks from that monastery after. So that I didn't know why I brought the talk. I lost Oh, I see. Yeah. Yes. There might be other people as well, maybe with different methods to recover the diabetes. But in the West, so far I didn't hear anything in the recover diabetes. No? So far. 남들만 대타방. Yeah, just I think maybe just a few words even don't finish the whole subject. That's better. Just a few words. I got distracted in that. Oh, that is. So you see, when you think the mind, your mind is the creator of everything. So all the happiness up to enlightenment, all that, you see, day-to-day life, happiness, there, then all the happiness is life, then all the happiness of all the future life, those temporary happiness, then ultimate happiness, liberated from samsara, then never degenerates, you see. The happiness that not like the temporary happiness degenerates, but the ultimate happiness is always there. So because of the peerless happiness, all that is come from your mind. And all the sufferings that's what the human beings are suffering. As we are now human beings, so all the 6 realms suffering. So, so one way, as I mentioned, also that's many of them. Well, the different places as mentioned, so with the self-chasing thought, chasing art, then you see. Then it's the ignorance, Rudru your Rudru samsara, ignorance holding the eye, and truly existent or real, holding the eye, as they appear to real, which is only a projection or decoration by the ignorance, by your ignorance, negative imprint left on the mind. Created by that. Then from that also attachment came, so all the delusion came. So anyway, so in the past with this ignorance, certain thoughts, attachment. So then you see, you harm the sentient being. So to say, so the for example, done completed the action of killing. She is a sentient being, and so he did the killing and died before he died. So she did samba, moderation, the jhara action. So then you see, there could be hidden action or violent action, direct or something. There can be different actions like that. Jhara, tattoo, so 4. So action done killing to others. So there you see, then rapid aspect result rebirth in the Lord realm. So hell realm, the heaviest, and the middle one, I think is animal. The one is preta, the heaviest one, the hell. So anyway, rapid aspect resulted by the Lord. Then the three several result in the human realm. For example, in this life, later this life, then experience and result is not the cause. So you see, then other animals or people, they harm you, they kill you. Others, they kill you. It is said in the teaching, in the one text, it is said that the result, how long you experience the rapid aspect result of Lord realm is 1 eon. 1 eon. 1 eon. I think, I don't think it's 100 eon, but might be 1 eon, I think. Not so clear, 100 eon or 1 eon. So 1 year, how long to be in the Lord is like that, about one action, one karma or killing. That, you have to know that. 그래서 didn't experience the results of the cause, so then in the human life, then others harm you, kill you. The danger, see? That is, and that is not necessary. Only one life, one life. No, it's I think it's 500 lifetimes. I think, to experience again the result of the cause again. You experience others harm you, because you harmed others in the past. As it mentioned the Buddha Chavatara, I mentioned I don't know, 1,000 many other different places. Maybe Bendigo, I'm not sure. It is said that that words. So if you didn't harm like this to other sentient being, like this, if you didn't harm other sentient beings, then you never receive harm from others. No reason to receive harm at all from others to you. Well, that's one quotation that. Then there's more, but that's I told you at the beginning too. If you didn't harm like this to others, there's no reason at all to receive harm from others to you. That is even old students who receive some of the teachings have to keep in mind everyday life as a man philosophy or man the practice, when taught. That any harm people criticize or people were looking at you down or whatever, anything, whatever harm you receive from others, that is because in the past, the reason it's happening, if you never met that person before, all this, because you treat that person and that sentient being before like that. Like that. So there's no reason. Otherwise it becomes no reason happening without reason. Then that means you have no power, you have no freedom. If things happen without reason, is created by you, nothing. Everything's happening, then you have no choice, you have no freedom in your life. Anything can happen. So that means So any suffering, you can never tell. Any suffering can happen. You see, so it's so very strange. You can't tell. So like that, you see. Very strange. So anyway, So very useful all the time. The main the understanding the philosophy of the this is any undesirable thing happens immediately. See, came from your mind. Not outside, came from your mind. Oh, then you don't get angry. Then you wouldn't get angry at all. Then your mind is in peace. Your mind is in peace. So that becomes a great practice of patience. That is it. You don't get angry. So, mind is a great peace, not in violence, not in anger, not violence. You see, great peace. So. The partner Machena, Gang Sunan Chede, now I remembered. The other partner Machena, Gang Sunan Chede. If you didn't like this, if you didn't harm others, then nobody will harm to you. So that one. So important. This for everyone. None of us are only new. The old ones. We don't, even though we hear many times, but we don't practice. So letting myself, then you get angry, then emotion, all the problems, all the emotion rises, the delusion rises, the deceptor rises, then it's crazy your life. Then you drive crazy your life, you drive crazy others. You drive crazy the world by being big. You drive crazy your family, you drive crazy. Outside people, I mean, the world and all sentient beings, from life to life, sentient beings, all sentient beings. And all of that. So, with this negative mind, you see the subtext of this ignorance, your root or samsara, ignorance of that. Well, then, see, and this is also the attachment is on the basis of that. So then you harm others, and then now all these different problems you receive from others. Whatever it is, any undesirable thing, whatever happens in everyday life, or you receive from others, then you don't think the evolution is karma, you don't think it's karma, you don't think evolution is karma, so you think just came out, that purely came outside. You think, then your mind becomes, then it comes with anger, problems, attachment, all the rises, then you suffer like this without end in the samsara. Not only suffer from beginningless, but you end. You suffer endless in samsara. And so, So the whole happiness or suffering, every day what you experience, so you can see now created by your mind. Created by your mind, all of that, you see? And the past with him, the positive mind did something good, then you see, this time they receive result, happiness, all like that, you see? All like that, success. So the other thing, the second one, that's the first one, and the second one is, you see, even right now, even right now, you believe it's come from outside. So, I give an example possible to understand that. That's many, I use, maybe that's many, that I use, but however, you see, to understand. So at the beginning, you see, there's a line, at the beginning there's a line like this. You see black, but by the teacher wrote on blackboard, line like this, and like this I go for you, like this. So you see, at the very beginning, you see the line like this, but you don't know that this is that. You don't know this is that. You are not taught that. So your childhood time. So so it's just a line like this. So that time you don't. Your mind, you are not taught by somebody, and you don't believe in that, and you see, there's no belief, and there is no appearance that appearing to you, and you see that you don't have all that. So just on this line, you see. Then afterwards, after somebody explained to you, the teacher explained to you, this is that. So you believe what the person said. You believe in that. And then your mind labels that. You see, your mind depend on that line, then your mind merely impresses that. Your mind merely imputes that. You see, by believing what the person said. Then of course you believe it. Your mind merely imputes that. So believe that. So then next second, there's the appearance of that. There's the appearance of that. Next second. Then after the appearance, then the third second, you see, then you see this is that. Third second, you see this is that. So you see, there's a whole process. There's a whole process. You see, up to the time that you see this is that. There's a whole process. You see. Now from here, you can see very clearly it comes from your mind. That comes from your mind. You see. If your mind has not merely imputed, even not told, not educated as that, and your mind not merely imputed that, then you see, there is no appearance that, and there wouldn't be, then you wouldn't see that at all. So all come from your mind. At the beginning, your mind merely imputed that. Yeah. Oh. So you see now the Z created by your mind, came from your mind. You can see the Z came from that's right now. If somebody treat you, somebody tell there is that. You see? Relating to that line. No? So by believing that, your mind merely imbues that. So that totally comes from your mind. That appears to you, and that you see, that can totally come from your mind. You see, totally come from my mind. Oh, so that is how things like that. I'm using example. So like that, you see, including I, aggregates, or the religion, the mind having object, and you the object of the mind. So everything, samsara, nirvana, enlightenment, hell, everything comes from your mind. You know, what appears to you, what you see, all come from your mind. So at the heart of the says, form, sound, smell, taste, tangible object, all comes from there. So what appears to you, what you see, it all comes from your mind. Of course, there's no form, sound, smell, taste, tangible object. So there's no the real one. There's no truly existent. There's no real one. There's no real one. Because what exists is what's merely imputed by your mind. So nothing exists from its own side. Also comes to the point. So that see now how things are created even right now, or you are seeing form, or you are hearing a sound, or you are smelling fart. Or you are smelling sewage. Smell, taste, tangible. Everything is right now. All your things, each time your experience, right now created by your mind. You can see what appears to you, what you see, totally come from your mind. So that's so all the suffering, happiness come from your mind. So that understand. So and you see, the beginning is that the person is angry to you, looking at you down, or the pride, or the person, all that. You see, you see, then you think, you see, then it hurts your mind, because you think, this is bad, because you label this harm to me. Harm not all that, harm to me, the real I, is a real I, because of the not merely labeled by mind, existing from the society. So by making subtle, not merely labeled by mind, but existing from the society. Oh, this is real I, the emotional I. Or me, harming me, real harm and real me. Oh, this hurt you. It hurt you, see? So then you get angry. You get angry back. Dislike, angry back. Is it all that? So creating karma. Oh, see, but now, then you think, if I get angry, you see, then depends on what level of mind the person, it's bodhisattva, then I draw a bodhicitta, so if I get angry to the person, then 1,000 eons merits I have collected by my charity and offerings get destroyed. Remember the shortcomings of anger. Not only that, then put off the realizations for 1,000 eons. Put off. Then, you see, I have to suffer in the hell realm, lower realm, hell realm, for 1,000 eons. So you remember the shortcomings of anger, three things. That's you have to suffer all that if you get angry. So as for the then thing you see, as for the Buddha explained how to practice patience. Guru explained how to practice patience. So now you see, you need to practice that. What Buddha has taught, you need to practice that. You need to practice that. Now, through the practice of paramita of patience, then you achieve Buddhahood, total cessation, obscuration, complete realization. You achieve Buddhahood from that. So you see, you need you need a person. You need a person. See, need a person who helps you to practice patience. That means who does things for the spirit mind that you don't like. You see, your self-chasing thought, your attachment do not like. So person doing things with the body spirit mind. Okay, you have to have that. You need that to practice patience for you to achieve enlightenment post sentence. So you need that. It is no need. It is no need. It is a need for you to achieve enlightenment post sentence. You need that. It's need. It's not need. It's need. Your self-chasing thought, your attachment to, they think no need. It is no need at all. Terrible. Right away I smash. I killed, smash. But you see, now if you think it straight away, don't follow that. Straight away, then you need. You really definitely need that with anger, that things that would self-chase thoughts attack. Do not like it. So Yes. So this if you practice patience, this passion, then you're able to complete the parameter of patience. Then you see from that you achieve enlightenment, Buddhahood, cessation of obscurity, complete reality. You achieve that. From that. Oh, then this is the person who gives me enlightenment. This is the as a teacher of patience for you, teacher of patience, or gives you enlightenment. Gives you enlightenment. And he's a teacher of patience for you to practice patience. Oh, so now by practicing patience on this person, then you achieve the numberless qualities Buddha's holy body, holy speech, holy mind have. Oh, this is called what Buddha, what is text we have to memorize, we have to learn. Then the whole path, the Buddha Sabbath is called. Oh, so you achieve all this. You achieve all this. The person is giving you. If you practice patience with the person giving you. So what do you get from this person is, wow, it's more than sky. Unbelievable. All the Buddha Sabbaths called this. Called this Buddha Dharma Sangha. Lamajan. What you get from the persons? Wow. Oh, the kindness of the person is you can see the kindness of the person. Like sky. Kindness is most precious, most precious, most kind, most dear to you, most dear, and you are wish fulfilling. Then before you get angry, you see, subject to that attachment to the say, me, the real me, emotional. Oh, you see? Oh, but this enemy, you want to kill right now, if you can, what? So that is now, but now you see, Khatsuri, the straight mind, then, without following the subject of the attachment. Oh, but thinking this, then you see the most kind, that's most kind, most dear, most precious to the which can do. Oh, yeah, they're like the sky, kindness, pressure, kindness, like. Oh, then now you see that not just friend or giving money or whatever, or saying nice things or no, just the kindness. So now you see the most important one who gives you enlightenment. So now you see you see, no way to give it up, this person, no way. So this is somebody to help, somebody to help, for you to help, anything what you can. Anything what you can. What are that? See? So both came from your mind. Previous one came from my mind, created by your mind. And this one also, by thinking the kindness will come from your mind. This, so most precious, came from your mind. Oh, feel that, you see. So, yeah. So the example, in the Lama Chapa, I mentioned that just begin the part I said meditation, and people then finish. That's short up. It will just several hours. Yeah. So Lama Chopa says that Nuji Digbedevo Yongande Mijudunga Chadar Babju Tang Lengen Deusebe Jurtong Ne Jingalamdo Lama Tindelo. But Benjamin Chu Jansen, but the fourth Benjamin, I think the Tashu bonus there, fourth Benjamin, I think. Oh, Benjamin Chu Jansen, said this. Nuji Tibet Yongande. Nu is a world, place. Ju is the essence, the sentence. The contaminated, imminent, unimminent, imminent or unimminent. What? What? World is what? Imminent and inanimate. So, no, Tibet, you are fill up, Tibet with the result of the Nikama. Full. Many problems, some of the problems in the life. You know, the whole world filled. Some of the problems, you know, result of negative karma passing, one negative karma, the full bubble. Because that and undesirable sufferings like rainfall, like hailstorm, like rainfall, like receiving, see, on the other, like rainfall, unbelievable. So much even happens like this. Even happens like this. By seeing this is the cause, finishing undesirable suffering. Finish, sing, sing, cause, finishing sing the cause of ceasing the result of the suffering. Seeing the ceasing the seeing the cause of the seeing the cause of ceasing the suffering result. The result of the suffering. So this means this is very good because all this came from your negative karma, collected in the past. You see, collected in the past. So this experience, they filled the whole world and the center full of negative things. Nothing pleasant, negative things. And then the rainfalls of the Kasura, undesirable suffering. No ending. So then you see, seeing this Kasura, cause of ceasing the result of suffering. Oh, so good. So good. Cause of ceasing the result of suffering. So good. Positive. You look at positive, everything. See? Here you look at everything positive. Oh. The end of grant me blessings, asking to the medical the Guru, grant me blessings and the bad condition, unfavorable condition in the path. In the path to the enlightenment. Not path to Goa or path to Kasati beach or no, path to enlightenment. Path to enlightenment. Oh, Jingalam the Lord to bless me, to be able all the unfavorable conditions in the path to enlightenment. Oh, Jingalamdalo, Chinjalo. Oh, Jingalamdalo, Chinjalo. So you see, all these unfavorable conditions, there's unbelievable, so much, not just one. So you utilize in the path to enlightenment. You see, so you see, with bodhicitta or conventional bodhicitta, you see. So, for example, you think you're experiencing all sentient beings suffering, all the sentient beings undesirable suffering and the cause. You see. Think you received and you experience for them. Oh, you see, the experience for them. And then they achieve enlightenment, dharmakaya. No suffering, no dharmakaya they achieve. Oh, then you see. Then also, Oh, then also the also can conventional bodhicitta and the other ones are absolute bodhicitta, see? Using that way to achieve enlightenment person to so then you see, in this way, any obstacle, any dharma, or any obstacle to practice dharma, anything, whatever happened to you, you utilize in the path to enlightenment. With the bodhicitta, you see, then become you use all this way, or use all even the obstacles you use for sentient being to achieve enlightenment fully. You use the sentient beings to achieve enlightenment. So that's what it is. 그래. 띵하는 거 같아요. 그네데 저는 가져래. 근데 어디 가져래. 까담바게시 가져래. 까담바게시 감lum바. 까담바게시 감lum바. 어디 said this. There's I think 30 each 4 words there's a so I think maybe 30 or something. So there's I received from chapter 2 Rinpoche, the room of this. 단대 동에 타면이든 신지 난제 동안 난제래는 세제네 침이 드나 내주지 동안을 가고금시 so 가담바케시 그런 거 said 다들 동안 experiencing now a small suffering experiencing now 동안 타면장 the small suffering now it finishes it ceases the past negative karma. It ceases the past negative karma. Ondelling says past negative karma. Not created by you. Your mind. Substation thought. See? All the others. Until it finishes, it ceases past negative karma. Created by a substitute. Then in the future, there will be happiness for you in the future. So it's like sun rising in this world, as I said before, so many people, so many animals, insects, they enjoy all that. Not just one life, but so many lifetimes. And then you see the enlightenment. At the end, there's enlightenment. So there will be happiness in the future. Like sunshine, you see, in this world. Therefore, the positive, so positive. So future, you have incredible happiness, great gratitude to enlightenment. Therefore, rejoice the suffering. They will rejoice the suffering. The benefits of experiencing problem. You have some problems, you see. I mean, just even one, you become crazy, but I mean, it's like it's a pendulum. It's a whole world of food. Then everything reinforce. So so blue positive. See, they got the Katamake Kalumba said. Then makes you cease benefit, makes you cease past next time. Then you see. And then there will be happiness, unbelievable in the future. Then go to enlightenment. So then your mind is so happy. Then your mind is no worry, so happy you are enjoying. You can talk to people, you can smile at people. Even whatever problem you have, mind is so happy. Yes, you can help people. Like that. Then Kasuri, then I mentioned Kaju, Chejugo Sangba. But it's gradually unbelievable. How you practice Dharma, then you see, such like me, practicing Dharma is between the lips, only between two lips, not the heart. Not one, not really practice Dharma, just between the lips. But he purposely be hardships to practice dharma. He was almost past attacked by the lies. Attacked by lies 3 times. So much lies. So that happened 3 times. But he purposely he doesn't like to build monastery centers, build so other organization things. He didn't do that. So they should not rise attachment. To not rise attachment. So thinking that he never did that. So Sangpa. So I got the lung of the whole is a collection of teachings from Zigirin, abbot of the monastery. So last year, I think. I read the hardships after Dhamma. So anyway, he advised this. You see, whatever, if you have cancer, any disease, any problem, relationship problem, but whatever you have, so you pray this. By my experience of this, may all the sentient beings free from disease and the spirit harm, disease and spirit harm, and negative karma and development. That way. And Kasuri, that way might be there than 100%. Then the Kasuri, then may they have Dharma Kaya, Kasuri. So, without having suffering, so the Dharma Kaya. So, then you see, so I'm adding this, I don't remember this, but we see we start so like that, you see, you start by my experience, this problem, hands or whatever, may all sentient beings immediately free from all the disease and spirit harm, negative karma, development, and this is Dharma Kaya. Like Omanipem Homer Sajan, like that, you see, you can't. It's unbelievable. That's why. It's unbelievable practice. So Treasure Gosangpa said this. Then you see, it may sometimes the disease, get cured or come to say stops, pain, whatever it is, stops when you do the power, bodhicitta, the good heart power and stuff. It's evident. But actually, thought transformation means while you are not to stop, but while you are in pain, what is the relationship problem, whatever you have, while you are experiencing that, then use that experience in the path to achieve, for you to achieve enlightenment for sentient beings. For all the sentient beings to achieve enlightenment. You use that for you to, you use the obstacles to achieve enlightenment for you and sentient beings to achieve enlightenment. That. So you have no obstacle. Because you use the obstacle to practice Dharma in the path to achieve enlightenment and sentient beings to achieve enlightenment. So you have no obstacle. All like that, you see. Then another one, Benje Shakya Siri, you see, mentioned. Benche Shigashiri, I think it's a Ningma Wakatu thing. Quite a long time ago, he said, Gina Dewa Tsozo, Dona Guji to Mankur. Benche Shigashiri mentioned. Gina Dewa Tsozo, Dona Guji to Mankur. Oh, see, sorry. If you are happy, then you dedicate your happiness to collect merit for all sentient beings. Jina Dewa Tsosumas, Penden Naga Kawa shows. May the happiness, peace. May the happiness, peace be filled the whole sky. And do not go, you do not go, do not judge the camera. Do not, if you suffer, then carry all sentiment suffering on you. Carry all sentiment suffering on you. May the oceans of suffering be dry out. This words. So now I explain what you have to think here. So, Jina Dewa Tsosumas. If you are happy, then you dedicate for sentiment, your happiness. To collect merit. To collect extensive merit, then you dedicate the happiness to all the sentient beings, to every sentient. Means what I think is every sentient being receive peace and happiness. Every sentient being receive peace and happiness like sky. Every helping, every hunger was, every animal, so every ant and every human, every soul being, so everyone receive like the sky. So happiness, peace, fill the whole sky. Every sentence we receive. But this unbelievable, fantastic prayer. What's it? Penden Nanga Kawa Show. The happiness, peace to fill the whole sky. So it is sentiment receive. Then, also that is. When you have comfort, then when you have worry, when you have problems, when you have suffering problems, when you do not curse, carry all the suffering of sentiments. Like Donglen, you see, you take include the cause, not suffering, but include the cause. Where the flames, where the oceans of suffering be dried out. That means you see, each sentient beings, numberless each sentient beings and the suffering of samsara, the oceans be dried out. Means but used ocean, so then it was dry out means cease immediately. So I think maybe the prayer, the only problem, so this fantastic prayer. Okay. Then there, see, the 7 pounds of total usum tosum, getasum, jejemenga, dodeba, jolmunda tsigijang. So, usum tosum, gesum, usum is, it is like Bajragani mental offering. So, Daya Chata Mosum, Jebi Yol, object of ignorance and attachment. Danyan Paso Ludam, so who are they, the enemy friend stanza. Or then, which is so, then it's on top of that, one's own body possession, then Trisha medicine, without any clinging, then I offer to the Guru, say, vigilation. Please take it well. Please bless me to be free from 3 persons' mind. Or so that you see. So the idea is, I think it is after you make offering, then you know that it belongs to the Guru. You know that it belongs to Guru, but you know the Guru. So you don't get angry, you don't cling, No, so so there's no 3-person mind rising. So you offer the object. You see? I think it's about that. You see? Yeah. So Yulsun means the object of anger attachment friend enemy stanza, Yulsun. Tusum, 3-person mind. Gedasum, past, present, future marriage. Yulsun Tusum, Gedasum, Jejimenga, Doda, so that you dedicate, you give the sentiment. Give it the sentiment. So anyway, the condensed advice, then in all the manner, then you practice with the words. So, like Donglin, taking all the sentient suffering by general compassion, then you're giving your giving your body in the possession merits to all the sentient by general loving kindness. So you do that with it's breathing. It's breathing in and out, You attach to that, or even reciting the prayer itself. So, yeah, so I stopped here, okay? So that I didn't get, there's so much to go about that stuff here, okay? The room, there's one room, Namjalma room, that's where, I don't know what you have received, everybody has received. So this, you see, if you receive room, you never get reborn Lord illness. If you receive the room, you never get reborn Lord illness. And that, then also, if you recite this, and then you never get reborn Lord, and then up to enlightenment, you become closer and closer to enlightenment, life to life. And then always you meet Bodhisattvas. In all your life, you're always around with Bodhisattvas. And go to enlightenment, all like that. You see, not like that. You see, never get the Lord, all like that. So unbelievable benefit there. So, that's really, Yeah, that's okay. But then I'm not going to have to get the civil. Is it by a day to the number of James? Om Namo Bhagavate Savatya Japati Vishitaya Buddhaya Nama Tayata Om Brum 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 Shodaya Shodaya Vishutaya Vishutaya Asamasama Abasa Parana Gati Gagana Somba Vishite Abedatuma Savata Gata Sugata Varavatana Amigeta Abikegara Mamutra Mandrapati Ara Mamaya Sandrani Shodaya Shodaya Vijita Vijita Gagana Samba Vijita Vishiniza Vijaya Abarajita Sataram Santoti Satakata Avalgani Karaparamita Pariparani Satakata Madea Memberti Swadakadashidaya Adina Mudimudi Mahamudi Pichakaya Satana Parishide Sakamavadana Vijide Patini Vadaya Mamayi Vijide Swadakada Samaya Adina Adida Muni Muni Mamuni Bimuni Bimuni Mabimuni Madhya Matiya Mamati Mamatiya Sumatiya Tadaka Buddha Kutri Parishude Bisiputta Sabude Shude Heyandayata Beda Beda Samara Samara Sabara Sabara Samaraya Sabaraya Sabudadr Nadirede Shude Shude Bude Bude Beze Beze Amabe Subeza Bezaka 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 Samba Beza Bezine Bezamaba Mumachirama Sabatun and Zaka Parashuter Bavandu Mesada Sabaga de Parashutita Sota Zakata Mamsa Chasayan Buddha Buddha Siddha Bodhe Bodhe Buddha Buddha Mote 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 Shoda Shoda Buddha Buddha Samada Mote Mote Samada Rinpoche Tota Kadirya Dirna Mudimudima Mudima Mudimida Pade So Umbrum So Medai Dade So Umbrum So Umbrum So Umbrum So the short mantra. So if you want to recite, then yeah, the long one can be 1 time, 2 times, 3, whatever. Then the short one can be mala, can you recite that, or hamala, whatever. She didn't tell me to Zaba Madame Java Marijan Zaba. Okay. Yeah. Due to all the past, the best and future man to clarify man to clarify and them numbers of Buddhas. Oh, the May the Bodhicitta be generated in the heart of all the sentient beings who have been also mother, been kind up to now. Yeah. You can say kind in 3 times also, you can do that past, present. Karjuni are the sentient beings, but in the Karjuni, the motivation to say, most of the sentient beings, the motivation is self-chasing thought and the attachment. So then there's creative negative karma, obscuration from beginning to rebirth so much, and without moderation, then they suffered see, for me, they suffered unbelievable. Up to now, beginningless rebirth. And then, even if I do not practice dharma, if I didn't actualize the second part of preparation, the patience of this, you see, then I haven't got the confidence to be not be born Lord in. So then, also then do not have wisdom directly perceiving. So that I have to be born to sentient beings again. Then they will have to suffer again endless. They will have to suffer for me endless again. So may the bodhicitta be generated in all the heart and achieve enlightenment quickly. And may the bodhicitta be generated in the heart of all the sentient beings living in this universe. This continent, then sentient beings, especially sentient beings living in Australia, their heart. Then especially sentient beings, who came in the past to Genesis Institute, who come now, who will come in the future, all the steps of Genesis, past, present, future, General Bodhicitta as quick as possible. The heart, in the heart of all the students, and those who rely upon my promise books, them is given to me. And Bodhicitta in all their heart. Or innocent being, that my eyes see. Innocent being, not all people. In sexual anything that my eyes see innocent who see me, then not only that, anybody who hears my name, who remember me, touch me, and see photos, whatever. Just by that, all that, all those sentiments, bodhicitta to be generated in all the heart, and especially those who have generated, to be increased. Oh, John Joy, Konde raja da me ba da jonde den de ro me ban peza ga me jo da jawa ye lo da konde da chen ye lo kan re ra wa go we chen ga de ba na da wa ma le zhe ne 세와 된대야 자거에 자베스 대바 대뇨 I'm going to chant the next prayer. As long as all the wishes do succeed and all that, you see. Ton Jara Maybe be guided, maybe be guided by the Lama Tsongkhapa, and know the lifetime being the mind of virtual friend, and never separate from the pure path that admired all the Buddha. Saragundu Jawa Tsongkhapa, the Josenin Oso Debe. Yang abelan deni gece dayan dobala maju. To actualize what is in this way after. Najo Nandara Zane Chandan de la Jase Jabe Nido Jado Jokereni Nanju. Loza Javetana Javarayo. And then from the rise here, it's anchored to the Guru, that part of prayer. Ametua, what about that? Bande, Lamia, Namara, Tavala, Gaje, Tamya, Loda, Amide. Jinde leba tongwe mogu je lame che la samra juba harshu. Then we are responsible to spread the word out. Did all the past, the best, and best, the man is the glory, man is the Lama, is the glory, but I'm listening, then I'm the Buddha. May all the war happen now and the future will be stopped immediately. May all the disease and the famines, all the problems in the world that will come from the discriminating thought, anger, attachment, to be destroyed immediately without cause. Then the danger for fire, water, air, earth, all the things that to be stopped immediately, all the dangers in this world, and or even the global problems, the ice melts down, oceans, and then destroy the cities, all this near future do not happen, to stop immediately, and may the perfect peace happen prevail in every sentiment of the heart. About genuine loving kindness to come back to Buddha in everyone's heart. May the Buddha Dharma last a long time, from where sentiment is peace, happiness. And then may they meet Buddha Dharma and achieving enlightenment as good as possible. Then maybe cherish every single sentient being. More precious than the whole sky filled with the wish gland and jewel. Etani semje tamje la yishe naru la tenjo jve samba tato jeva zamba. the category, the all the three damage to collect the three damage to collect number sentence, number any sentence see me, hears me, touch me, remember. Oh, didn't even seeing portals, whatever. Just by that, may all the suffering be pissed by immediately. May all the achieve happiness, including enlightenment. Dane some Danye Tongama to Zaman Jesu Yang Regama Tamdo Java something. Tea Mala Duma Gushin and Namba Gundu. That danger. And then did all the past, present, future marriage, three-time marriage, number number Buddha, that which is the that which is the which exists in my name. Meta I who exists in my name. Achieve the Buddhahood which exists in your name. Lead all the sentient beings who exist in your name to that Buddhahood which exists in your name. Which exists in my name, the Buddhahood. By myself alone, who exists in my name. Oh, Jamal Bavi Jita Jambada Gunda Sambo Deyan Tejinda Kunji Gawada Tamje Radu Mo to the Jebe Jawada Jumwa Kala to the Noda Gaveta Sambo Radu Mo. Heart. So, did all the three-time marriage, they made the FPMT cause to the number sentence to Lamdrim, and this people today. The Genesis to cause the Lamdrim and the actualize Buddha in the heart of all the sentiments, and especially and in your third, yourself, and it will cause to actualize Lamdrim in the heart of sentiments, especially Buddha, and then also yourself to actualize on the very side. Jawa ma le je be ya jo ja ze je ga ra ja so ja we je de be zo wa san ja we dan ba je jo je nam ze am ba je Jena da jen anyen do jembo je lo zon je jembo je da je ta me je ba Down Today's marriage increased 100,000 times. Someday the Javata Jamaya Namananda Javara Jadora Sama Sama Gunda Samara Dad on the Jawab Zom Dam Dad on the Jawab Zom Dam Dad on the Jawab Dam Dad on the Jawab Durda Damagas or that Dominant Abundance of Durda Damagas, that Dominant Abundance of Durda Dam. Yes. So, I don't teach about that. Minjila Pedro, Jawala Chadra, and this Jawala Chadolo, but said the Echelata, then the Ruame better. Dialatan David Nandamamba, Negon. 'Good night.